Usually the focus is on cars at Volkswagen's Wolfsburg headquarters. But recently everyone was talking about the company's share price, which had soared above €1,000.
I don't have shares.
Why not?
What would I do with them? I just get rich.
I don't have any.
When did you sell them?
Too soon.
When?
2 months ago.
Are you angry now?
Of course.
Did you sell your shares this week? Did you make any profit?
You couldn't lose.
Many residents of Wolfsburg wanted to sell their shares quickly. The local banks had their hands full. For years, VW shares had remained stable at around €35. Now they're selling for many times that amount. There's a gold rush mentality. Meanwhile, traders in Germany's financial center Frankfurt were taken by surprise. Oliver Roth couldn't believe Porsche's voracious appetite for VW stock. Porsche just kept increasing its stake in VW until only 5% of the car maker's common shares were left on the market. The financial sector was shocked. Above all, hedge funds needed VW shares to cover their speculative trading, and that triggered a huge demand for the remaining shares. As a result, the price skyrocketed and caused utter chaos on Germany's blue-chip DAX index.
I spoke with some Americans about it. They could only shake their heads. No one could understand why the shares continued to be traded. The image of the German stock exchange around the world was just crazy.
The short squeeze shocked conservative investors as well. For years, funds manager Stefan Thomas has included Volkswagen shares in his portfolio, but they became so expensive that they accounted for a third of the value of the DAX.
There's nothing you can do to change anything. You sit with your hands tied, crying, and hope that it will all be over soon.
But the operator of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, Deutsche Börse, has changed its rules so that no company's weighting can exceed 10% of the DAX. Despite the move, analysts warn that the skyrocketing VW shares will not be an isolated case.
Financial consultants have unlimited imagination. Regulation usually doesn't keep everything under control. People will always find a loophole.
Since last week's peak, VW shares have fallen sharply. At the VW plant, many temporary workers aren't that interested in the volatility because they probably don't own any stock in VW. They work for a subcontractor and earn less. What they're concerned about is their jobs. The automotive sector slump is certain to affect Volkswagen too, and they'll be the first to be laid off.